Good morning, everyone. Although I cannot be there in person, I'm honored to participate in this year's Veterans Day Memorial Wreath Laying ceremony virtually. I want to begin by thanking all the active and former members of our military for their service and to remember the countless generations of men and women who have given the ultimate sacrifice to protect and defend our country and freedoms. Growing up, I often heard my father speak about his time in World War II, and inspired by his service to our country, I too had the privilege to serve in the U.S. Army. He was a B-24 bomber pilot. My mother was a Rosie the Riveteer in an aircraft factory stateside, and as their son, I've always been immensely proud of their contributions to the war. This past February, we witnessed the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Iwo Jima, a critical battle that is forever immortalized by the extraordinary courage and sacrifice of our United States Marines. This year also marks the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. Our United States Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marines fought valiantly to help deliver Allied victory to the world. I remain profoundly grateful for the immeasurable contributions of soldiers like my father, who are called to a higher purpose in protecting their fellow Americans and the legacy of this great nation. I've visited many veterans' homes, including Charlotte Hall Veterans Home, right here in St. Mary's County. I remain humbled and moved each time I hear a World War II survivor recall their combat experience on the battlefield against the Axis unspeakable, relentless forces of evil. We must honor all of our veterans' selfless service to our nation by ensuring that we take care of them when they come home. It is the least that we can do. I wholeheartedly believe that the way in which we treat our veterans speaks to the nation we strive to be, and we must do better. For those returning from service, we must ensure that they have all the care they need, physically, mentally, and for their families. We must continue to provide critical services for them and their families, job opportunities, education benefits, and counseling for their spouses. Our senior veterans deserve the same care, whether it's access to medical or primary care needs. No one who serves our country and risks their life should ever want for food or shelter, and it's our responsibility to guarantee that. Here in Maryland, just outside of our nation's capital, our state must always lead the way in veterans affairs. And St. Mary's County is certainly leading the way with Charlotte Hall Veterans Home. In a world that seems to never stop moving, it is devastatingly easy to forget how our military service members continue to fight for our safety and our freedoms. This has never been more true than during the COVID-19 pandemic. That is what makes days like today so crucial. To pay homage to those who have put their life and security on the line for others, and for the very tenements that form the unshakable bedrock of our nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So today, and perhaps even more importantly tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that, let us take a moment to pause, to put our smartphones down, to cut through the hustle and bustle of our lives, and remember the extraordinary men and women who put on a uniform to give us the very freedoms we take advantage of every single day. It's truly my pleasure to be here with you today. And to all the current and former members of our armed forces, a grateful nation proudly honors your valor and sacrifices. Thank you all very much, and may God continue to bless the United States of America and those who protect her.